China sends hardcore ambassadors to South Asia to push its Belt and Road Initiative and for weakening India. By sending Nong Rong, a Chinese politician with close links to United Front Works Department (UFWD), as ambassador to Pakistan, Beijing is making an all-out bid to influence South Asia in support of its Belt and Road Initiative and to divide the critics of the Xi Jinping regime. Ambassador Nong replaces career diplomat Yao Jing in Islamabad this week. A study of Chinese ambassadors posted in South Asia shows that Beijing's present representative to Bangladesh Li Jiming and former Chinese ambassador to Sri Lanka Cheng Zuyuan had links with the UFWD. This organization, in which President Xi Jinping served for many years, is mandated with psychological operations with the task of influencing political, economic, and intellectuals in other countries and the objective of systematic penetration into systems of the targeted country. Even the Chinese ambassador in Nepal Hu Yongqi is an Asian affairs expert with a People's Liberation Army intelligence background as she was Director, Department of External Security Affairs in 2012-2013. Fluent in Urdu, Ambassador Hu has been tasked by Beijing to keep the communist movement in Nepal together and not split between Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and Party President Pushpa Kamal Dahal or Prachanda. Clearly the task of China's ambassadors to South Asia is to push the BRI and aggressively undermine the Indian civilizational influence. The benign-sounding UFWD is a unique organization that has been formed to create a critical mass of support for the Communist Party of China among non-communists. It has a domestic and international wing. Domestically, its role is to build sympathizers among people who are not part of the 86 million-strong Communist Party of China. For instance, ethnic minorities, religious groups within China, especially in border provinces and regions, have been its prime targets. In an attempt to foster CPC hegemony inside the People's Republic of China (PRC), the UFWD has been tasked to build critical social support in Xinjiang, using soft power. Consequently, UFWD has been extremely active among the ethnic Uyghur community, with the objective of making a total Chinese influence in Xinjiang. Similarly, the UFWD has been very active among the Tibetan Buddhist community in Tibet. In fact, the UFWD has been openly activated after Xi Jinping's latest ruling on Sinicizing Tibet to foster greater social integration in China, to support the One China principle. The UFWD was a key institution promoted by Mao, following the lead of the Soviet Union, where the concept of the United Front was first floated during the Russian Revolution by Lenin. The organization was revived by new paramount leader Xi Jinping in 2014. The UFWD always has played an important external role, focusing mainly on co-opting overseas Chinese who are non-communists. In the 1980s, for instance, UF's outreach was purposed toward attracting foreign investment and economic aid from overseas Chinese businessmen and entrepreneurs, a strategy that was especially successful with those who still retained familial and ancestral ties with coastal provinces that had established special economic zones, which included coastal provinces such as Guangdong, Fujian, and Zhejiang. But important influences have also been tapped among foreigners. During Xi's time, the overseas wing of the UFWD has been extremely active to create support for its Belt and Road initiatives, including Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and the Gulf Arab countries including Saudi Arabia and the UAE, as well as countries in Central and Eastern Europe which have been identified as China's bridgeheads to promote Belt and Road.